Peace. Said I was gonna start doing Monday videos. Probably not every Monday, but these videos are supposed to be more specific, as in geared to my work specifically. So I'm doing one today. Shared a status last night that mentioned depression. My old functional friend, depression. I know depression on a first name basis. We get along well. That's the point I was trying to make in the post. Not that I was doing real bad or anything like that. Nah, it's real functional. We homies. When he come, he stay for the amount of time he stay. We sit down, we dialogue, we have a good talk. I learn what I need to change, or learn why I'm being affected in the way I'm being affected. There's always something about the environment, and my response to it hasn't been enough where I can, release. Because I pick up a lot of residue from the environment. I'm pretty sensitive. I'm very sensitive, and I think that's probably the reason I'm an artist, because I'm picking up these vibrations. It's like snatching a cell phone signal out the sky or something. So I stay plugged in, and I filter it, and I give it back to people, through my work or through my posts or whatever. But sometimes a lot of that stuff just stick to you. Then you got other things in life that's sticking to you, so sometimes it gets you down and you need a release. Any emotion can create that release. I can get real happy and create it. I can get real sad and create it. But often I'm always on the downside. But I know what it is. It's a release. But the depression topic is work specific. I dealt with depression intimately and in the background. And the purpose of it was for the reader, what I want them to get out. I mean, why I wrote it. Man, it was sparked by the suicide of my cousin, Shantae Wright. New Year's Eve 2005. And black males especially, we have, males period, we have a issue with expressing the softer emotions, like sadness. Nobody want to talk about sadness with their friends, like I'm sad or I'm feeling bad. So since we don't do that, we bottle it up. Fortunately, as an artist, I have a release, but we bottle it up, and that pressure builds, and sometimes, to take off that pressure, that edge. I mean, you got people who remove themselves from the planet. So dealing with depression myself in my early 20s, and when that happened with my cousin, it's like, as an artist, what could I do? To sit there and just think about it, be like, oh, that's fucked up. That's, to me, it's like I can do more than that. So that is what in the background came out of it, came out of that spirit. And in the process of it, it moves from the difficult part, and you see the character moving away from the difficult part. And that's me engaging with the audience, like step by step, helping them, create a new value system to pull you away from that space. And I think even if you're not in that space, it's still helpful. It was very helpful for me. It was therapeutic in writing it. It was, the hardest thing I've ever written. Very difficult to write because it's very intimate and very honest. But getting on the other side of it was a beautiful thing, because I think I walked myself through the process of being. I created that process of being able to deal with, my depressive states, whether it's actual depression or not. And I wrote that when I was 29, right before I turned 30. But even in Second Hands, there's a character that deals with depression as well. I mean, Lewis, He's my favorite character in there because he's such a straight shooter. But yeah, he deals with depression, and depression often has a lot to do with again the environment and how we fit within this environment, our value within this environment, especially in capitalism. It can't be avoided. Look at the media now and what's going on, and you know how blacks are being affected. You know, our lack of justice, or at least our perceived lack of justice when dealing with these incidents with the cops. Um, but yeah, that goes back to value, how we are being viewed by this system. So it's a lot of fire on Facebook right now dealing with it. But yes, this is it affects people. It affects our everyday lives, you know, and it pulls some of us down. So that's what my post was dealing with, but that's also what my work deals with. And it's a very important dialogue, and that's why I place it in my work. Because we're not going to be the best humans we can be functioning at the highest level when we got that monkey on our shoulder. Okay? So yeah, that's my spiel today. I'm great. I feel great. I didn't feel real bad last night. I'm not all the way out, but I mean, I feel like I'm almost never all the way out. so, so I'm not tripping, but I appreciate the people who reached out to me. You know, that's always good. It's always good for somebody else to, you know, let you know that you're important. I kind of felt like I was important anyway. I just feel like, yo, I gotta structure my stuff a little bit better. Can't be getting jumped on by emotions at one, ambushed by them. So, but I'm good, and I hope the rest of y'all good, because some of you reached out to me in a manner of like, yo, I understand, or I feel you, I empathize. So we all got to find a way to better define our way through this. I got work that'll help, you know. So, but that's that. That's what I want to talk about. Beautiful weather today. Peace.